Good morning, everyone. Today we're going back to the usual diet, the floor colony one, because the corned beef toasty is that messy. I might have overdid it. I got distracted, but this is like the messiest one so far. Thankfully, I've got a spoon, so this won't be a problem. I've just returned from a 10,000 step walk. I've put my dinner in and we're back to the frozen junk food. I wouldn't exactly class it as junk food. It's protein. It's just not quite as healthy as like non-processed meat. But who cares? I have it in abundance. It's easy to prepare, and I have more time to do more productive things. I've been given some amazing downloads. Live as if you already have it. I finally understand why. Because as energy, we're given human lives to just experience and observe. Well, with the law of assumption, you can literally assume things into your life. And the 3D is merely one timeline. This is the way I'm seeing it now. And for a while, I've been in this kind of timeline where, genuinely, I think this is the timeline where I got it wrong. And, I missed all my opportunities to get my soulmate. I missed the opportunities to get the Doctor Who episodes. And that can seem kind of like, wow, dread, oh no, fear. You can literally observe and experience any timeline you choose. There is an infinity of timelines. But this is exactly why you don't rely on the 3D for validation. On my walks, that I'm passing roads, and every single car is a victory. And, I didn't get the blue car with white stripes today, but I got the black car with white stripes. Close enough. Considering I got a van that was blue with white stripes, like, probably over half a year ago. And then suddenly, 2 days in a row, back to back, blue car with white stripes, 2 different ones. And that was literally really quickly after I started doing this, like, victory after every manifest. Every YouTube video now is a victory to me. And we're just simulating, and we're kind of taking away me kind of like falling out of the wish fulfilled here. In infinite timelines, there are timelines where you manage to have the knowledge come to you faster, and you applied the practices and got all of the things that you desired faster. And since I mentioned desire, what I believe is desires are echoes calling to you from alternate timelines. Boom. Mind blown. And that's given me chills on my walk. I was like, that makes perfect sense to me. I don't know if I sound crazy to anyone. Probably do. Not really surprised. I'm observing the timelines where, like, for instance, the BBC preserved the original master prints of all the Doctor Who episodes. And I was like thinking too, like, what would have happened if that were to be the case in that timeline? And there was with the 60th anniversary, David Tennant came back with Catherine Tate. The 14th, not the 10th Doctor. The 14th Doctor and Donna Noble back at it. And fighting the Toymaker. Basically, there was this spin-off, Tales of the TARDIS, where they had like classic Doctors and like classic companions come back. But there was one for when like Sutek got brought back. There was the 15th Doctor and Ruby Sunday doing this episode based on Pyramids of Mars, where Sutek was. And I was like Celestial Toymaker, all 4 episodes recovered because they preserved them back in the 60s and all that. There would totally be a 14th Doctor and Donna episode for that Toymaker story. Boom. Like, now we're getting into some really cool stuff. Everything here is probable now. You can jump into any timeline, and this is exactly, again, why you don't go to the 3D, because that's one timeline, one limited timeline. Stop looking for validation in it and just trust that you visualizing and feeling all of these different timelines you can just access any time of day, here and now. For instance, in my secondary school, there were people like dating and being successful in that kind of thing, but I was so shy. I didn't have anyone to just bring me out of my shell. I mean, I had friends, yeah, but I was so shy and unconfident. And I'm sure there's a timeline where I was provided the knowledge much quicker and I ended up just absolutely succeeding at my dating life. All you have to do is just raise your frequency. It's like radio waves. Just focus on meditation, feeling and visualizing what life is like in that timeline, and you can reach it. And not the actions help, definitely. Me scrolling on YouTube, seeing boom, suddenly Marco Polo's been recovered in full. Now that definitely convinces me that, it's a thing. But, I don't need that. All I need is the validation from me. I am the creator of my reality, and what I say goes. Maybe it'll take quite a bit of time. I mean, I've been on this journey for about, well, it depends if no time has passed at all, or all of time happens at once, then technically it hasn't been about 8 months or so. But that's not going to stop me at all. This stuff has happened here and now. It feels so good to be back. I've just been practicing. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm not saying that to you, that's the song name. Okay, I'm funny. I'm gonna find that girl underneath the mistletoe, we'll kiss by candlelight. Time for parties and celebration. People dancing all night long, flipping it shouldn't take that long. Time for parties and celebration. People dancing all night long. Time for presents and exchanging kisses. Time for singing Christmas songs, flipping it. It should not take that long to draw it out. But room is swaying. Records playing. All the old songs we love to hear. All I wish that every day was Christmas. What a nice way to spend the year. Okay, I feel like I know that one a bit better, but it was like... It's funny how I kind of second guess myself a lot. Today we're watching Deep Breath and Into the Dalek. Look at that healthy meal. I've just been meditating and I must have hit the right frequency, because a couple of YouTubers that I used to watch, they haven't uploaded on this channel in 3 years because they got in trouble with the law. But everything's resolved now. We've gone into the timeline where TGF is back. That's awesome. Bit of a ridiculous meal. I've just kind of adjusted my calorie count for the day so that I'm sort of maintaining my weight instead of putting on weight. And I don't have many calories left. And I'm trying to hit the 250 grams of protein a day. So it's crazy when you have a meal repeatedly and you take a break and come back to it, you just feel so much joy. Now this is gonna sound crazy, but when you're on this spiritual journey, crazy things happen. Basically, I was in the shower, I was drying off. Some reason I might have seen through the Matrix. That's all I could. I've told too much, they want to stop me. Apparently, maybe I saw through the Matrix. Basically, I was just covering myself, drying myself down. I saw black, but also red text came up. I think that was. It might have been E equals MC squared. I don't really know. I looked up a meaning for it, and it didn't seem really relevant. Maybe. This is the thing too, I don't actually understand the bigger picture, and then it's revealed to me, so I don't know if this is going to play a huge part in my life. I've also been thinking about what would life be like at the end. It's just me appreciating whatever comes to me from the universe. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to mention earlier today, I was at the gym and the Doctor Who spin-off, the trailer for it, The War Between the Land and the Sea, aired while I was at the gym, and I was like, heck yeah, I got Doctor Who in the gym. Did I say cinema? It's that time again, so if you got this far, put bin in the comments. Also, if you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, I love you all, hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.